Howdy, folks. We're going to look at some Jelly Bellies again. Now, I am well aware these are not the most exciting of videos, nor the most popular. I do them for a couple of reasons. One, I like Jelly Bellies. Two, it's kind of amusing to see if you can figure out why the colors were picked. You know, when they do all the all cocktail one, of course they were all cocktail flavored. Totally makes sense. They've done all fruit. They've done all, whatever, different flavors. But these are all Disney princesses. So they're only based on color. Now, there was a camo bag that was all greens and light greens and dark greens and brown. So the colors didn't go to, the flavors didn't go. But okay, got it. All camo. Last I did a Mickey Mouse bag, and you had reds, yellows, whites, and purple. They didn't do licorice, so they did a dark purple. Three different reds and like four different yellows. It's really hard to figure out what was what. Colors are definitely Mickey Mouse colors. Now, this is Disney princess colors. And flavors are all over. I've already looked at them. So that's kind of fun. And then the leftover jelly beans I throw in a bag. I have one here. Here's the bag of leftover Mickey Mouses. And when I go to a gun show or a trade show, I put out the indoor shows. Outdoor, these just get gicky. But I'll put wrapped candy out for outdoors, like I did for the Christmas show. But when I do a show, I like to put a little bit of candy out as a goodwill thing. Some people do it, some don't, and I found it helps. Doesn't help a ton. Certainly covers the cost of the candy, though. People will stop by the booth. They see it. They stop. They ask, may I have some? Go ahead, take all you want. And at least at that moment, they're looking down at the table. If they like my product, something might catch their eye. If they don't, at least they looked, anything. You've got to do anything to get an advantage at these shows, to get them to look. You certainly want a lot of vendors, It's not like you want to be the only vendor there. You're not going to sell anything because people are going to get bored and turn around and do something else. You want them walking around and having a day. But you also want to be the vendor they look at. So it's a weird, kind of a weird dynamic. You certainly don't want to kill off your competition, but you just want to beat them. Anyways, that's why I do these. So I understand. Don't like it, turn off. I don't care. It's not going to be super long. It might be amusing to figure out the colors. So first we have a light blue color. That would be Aurora's dress from Sleeping Beauty, right? Doesn't Aurora have the light blue dress? Am I looking kind of fruity because I know her name's Aurora? I don't know. But there it is, light blue. It's sparkling berry blue. A little sour. I really like the sparkle color on them. I've got kind of a purple one next. It's okay. Sparkling blue berry. I don't know. That reminds me of No Princess. So what's the name of the raccoon? Nico, right, with an N, from Pocahontas. Wasn't he kind of a darker blue colored raccoon? It was actually regular raccoon colored. She wears a tan dress, so it's not her. I can't think of anything except for Maleficent is that color. She's not a princess, but she was from Sleeping Beauty, so let's go with Maleficent, I guess. Just 'cause. Oh, wait. Cinderella wears the blue. As I have sparkling pink next. That's Aurora's color. My goodness, how did I goof that up? Even look at the front of the bag. Cinderella. Oh, Rapunzel's kind of purple. I've actually not seen Tangled. So, we'll say that was Rapunzel. It was Cinderella, Rapunzel, and with the pink, Aurora. That's Aurora. Bubblegum flavor. Yep, bubblegum. Okay. Cream soda. It's white. Sparkling white. Well, I could just cheat this one and call it Ariel's wedding dress, and then also call the sour apple Ariel, and that's just what I'm going to do. Yep, Ariel's wedding dress. Towards the end, when the priest gets a boner, he does. Well, it's his foot or some hand or something. It's weird. Slow it down, you can see it. And it says it doesn't quite look like what's, but yeah, it's when the Ursula creates a pretty version to marry Eric, and as she's walking down the aisle, she appears. Look at the print, or look at the priest, and a boner appears in his pants. You'd have to slow it down quite a bit, which I've done. But you can see it high, and it's not quite, it's weird. It's hard to tell what happens, but it looks like it. And there's a myth about Ariel, about Little Mermaid. Let's go with orange. Why tell you this story? I mean, it's a true story, the first part. Orange. Again, it looks like Little Mermaid to me. It looks like flounder, so, well, we're going to stick with that. Oh, flounder flavor. Ooh, that's good. So, when the movie first came out on VHS, the movie came out, I think, 89, on VHS, 92. In the castle, there is a penis. There really is. If you find old copies of it or look it up, you can see one of the artists as a joke. And a lot of Disney artists did this as jokes. A lot of stuff got by. This one got by. It didn't last because it was on a physical thing they could get rid of. I recalled it and destroyed a bunch and reissued it. But I was working at the Disney store at the time, just as a little part-time job. It was, when it came in, we actually had to watch to make sure that copy did not come in and go on the shelf. And if it came in, we'd get fired if we tried to buy it. But at a penis, one of the towers of the castle looks, I mean, it's a penis. Let's say that one more time in a Jelly Belly review. Penis. And so they withdrew it, destroyed some copies, at least the cover. I don't know what they destroyed. Now, there's a rumor that goes for hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's so rare. Go on eBay, and people are out and have you ever watched any of these picker shows or the auction channels I watch, and pickers and flea marketers and people who go to thrift stores? They're always running to the section, and they find them every once in a while. And that's it. They hit it. They found it. Well, you look it up. It goes for maybe $50, $100 if that. I mean, it doesn't go for a ton. I mean, it goes for money. Now, don't get me wrong. If I found one, I'm definitely selling it. And I'm taking my $50. You know, because you're going to find it for $2, $3 at a thrift center and sell it for 50. Yeah, that's a good flip. That's money to me. And I'll tell you another thing about a flip. If you actually are getting through this whole thing and want to follow up on some slightly older video, but you know, I mean, I would take it, but it's not this unbelievable find that's a myth to me. You know, the myth is that old Disney VHS tapes are worth a fortune. You'll hear the black diamond tapes are worth a fortune. They're not. They're not worth. They are worth picking up. They are worth turning. You will double or triple your money at times. You're not going to make a lot of money, but hey, you know, if you're hustling, double, triple, that's what you're going for. But let's have one more jelly bean. Let's go with the Princess Ariel sparkling sour apple that looks like her fin or her dress. So, a week or so ago, I did the Comic Tom unboxing. Whoa. This was last Thursday, probably. Well, that's sour. I mean, sorry. Well, it was more than last Thursday because last Wednesday, it was about 2 weeks ago. Because it took them, okay. So, in the Comic Tom unboxing, I got my special Wolverine cover. And that day at the comic book store, in my pull box, because I subscribe, I got my Batman 89. The Comic Tom box cost me about $35 in total for the whole thing. I had a chance at some pretty expensive books. Knew I was guaranteed the Wolverine. Knew there was chances of some other stuff that's pretty good. And getting great, got Wolverine. Just shipped it off. It went for $41 on eBay. After fees and everything, that box was free. I got nothing in there that was too exciting. Didn't care for the print. And the other 4 books I'm going to get $1 for. So I easily broke even on that. So to me, it's like a lottery ticket. Had a shot at tons, but hey, if you can sell what you got for what's in it in a mystery box and make a video out of it that's got quite a few views, then I think you did okay. And then the other one was that Batman 89. It went for $43, which I'm pretty thrilled with because I paid cover, $3.99. I read it. I looked at what the cameo was that everyone was excited. It's one panel, which is what a cameo is. I mean, if this turns out to be something special, yeah, I've got an expensive book, but she's not going to be something special, in my opinion. This Punchline character. It's Joker's new girlfriend. They're really hyping her up too much for her to be special. You know, it's not organic enough. We know when her first appearance is. And then it was Sub-Binny series no one was reading is her second appearance. And it's just another cameo, but a full body cameo. I guess Joker 80th anniversary. I don't know that book offhand. Coming out. It's going to be her origin story. Already told. Weird. And Batman 90 is going to be, I don't know, but that comes out tomorrow or today if you're watching this when I publish the video, or it came out yesterday if you're watching this in the future. But I don't know how big of an appearance she's going to make in that, but I guess they've even announced Batman 92 is her first cover appearance, so people are up in their orders. Batman's already a huge huge numbered ordered book. It's one of DC's best-selling books. And she's just a potential character. I'm thrilled with my $43. As far as I'm concerned, I did not accidentally sell a $2,000 book for $43. I made a killing. I made, a $4 book, flipped it for $44 or $43. Hell yeah. I'm thrilled on that one. You know, it's not a ton of money, a tank of gas, but still, you know. But that's some comic book information and stories and selling, because these are, and then it's a sparkling cherry. It's reddish color. So who's that? Ariel's hair. I like Ariel. It's cherry. No, great cherry. So that's it. It's a little update on comic book stuff, selling. Figured I'd talk selling because that's what these are for. They're a draw. And there we go. Y'all have a good one. And I'll talk to y'all later. Please subscribe. I know my views are up. Lots of people are checking me out now. So if some of you enjoy any of this, the stuff you like, there's going to be more of it. There's going to be stuff you don't like. But I can't. And please comment. I can't know what stuff is good and what stuff is bad without comments. So I will always encourage that. I mean, if only subscriptions and comments were up as much as viewers, I'd really know what direction to go. So I'd appreciate that. All right. Thanks a lot, folks.